it's SimQueen, and this is part 68 of the Decades Challenge. So in the last part we had baby Joyce, so we now have two kids, Norman and Joyce. And so what I have totally forgot about for the 1930s is the Great Depression. I knew that it was starting at some point in the 1930s, but I didn't realize that it actually started in the year 1929. So we should have already started sort of getting into the Great Depression, and I didn't know a ton about it. We did learn about it in school a little bit. What's funny is that in Canada we learn more about like American history than Canadian history. I mean, the Great Depression affected everyone, but we mostly learned about how it affected Americans, which is really funny. So what I did is a whole bunch of research. I was reading articles, I took a bunch of notes like I was back in school, and so I learned a lot about the Great Depression and how I can sort of play it through The Sims and make it seem realistic and things that we can do. So the very first thing that we've got going on here is Lorenzo has come home from work with some unfortunate news. He is feeling very sad. He has lost his job. So that was realistic back then. A lot of people lost their jobs. I was reading that actually more women were in the workforce than men. And the reason for that is that women could work, I think it said they could work less hours, so they could have like part-time jobs, and also because women were paid less than men. So it was more common for men to be laid off from their jobs. So Lorenzo had a pretty good job, and he has been laid off. So that's kind of how it's going to start. This is going to start to affect the family a little bit. What I've done, I did say that we were going to move into a new house for this part, and instead what I've done is they had quite a bit of savings. They had about $11,000. I thought I would quickly use that up before it would have been like unrealistic. Oh wow, it's kind of laggy. Before it would have been unrealistic to have that kind of money. So what I've done is just sort of updated the home a little bit. So this is the outside now. It does look a little bit different. I added a second floor so it would have room for all the kids. And by all the kids, I mean like I still plan on having more children in this house, and it's going to be quite cramped. But so this room here that used to be the kids' room, I've put now a stairway in here. I know it's kind of weird. You have to go down this little hallway and then up the stairs. It's not just like the base of the stairs isn't here where it should be. It's because it was clipping into the wall upstairs. It wasn't working. So this is the upstairs. I've got a bathroom here, a bedroom. I've got Norman's room right here, and then Joyce's bedroom is right here. So yeah, we might have like 4 or 5 kids. They'll have to start sharing rooms probably at some point, but I think that this house should last us for the entire this entire generation unless we have to move. Some other things that have happened. So for Evelyn, someone in the comments, actually I need to give you credit because this was like a life-changing comment. You guys are always giving me such good advice. I gotta find the comment here. It said, Carissa Hamilton, you said that you can actually go to work with them and then build on the hospital lot. So I used the enable free build cheat. I think someone else also mentioned the same thing. And I didn't try it until just now because everyone kept telling me about it, and I was like, okay, fine, I gotta try this. And it actually did work. So she's kind of looking a little weird right now. This is supposed to be Evelyn's nurse uniform, and I couldn't find a nurse hat or anything that even resembled it. So she's kind of wearing this weird one here. We're gonna pretend that it's a nurse's hat and that she is wearing like her nurse outfit. I did go with her to work for a day to see if everything would work, because I did totally redo the hospital, and we will check that out in this part as well. We could possibly go to work with Evelyn tomorrow. So yeah, Lorenzo has come home. He's lost his job, and I was reading that one of the most common jobs for women was nurses, and nurses were still laid off, but since it was such a necessary career, a lot of women a lot of nurses were still in the workforce for quite some time. So she's still in danger of losing her job. It could still happen, but it's more likely that she'll be working than Lorenzo. So I wanted to read a few little things about what the Great Depression was like so we can all get an idea for it before we start playing in it. One thing that I learned was that the radio was free. So families didn't have a lot of money, but the radio cost nothing. And so that was sort of a way for people to have some entertainment. They could listen to the radio. There was a lot of comedy shows on the radio. Also, swing music was coming into popularity, and a lot of people would dance to swing music in a way, and like an attempt to sort of cast aside their troubles and forget about all the problems that they were going through. So the Depression era motto was use it up, wear it out, make do or do without. So a lot of families had little gardens as well, so they could grow their own food. And so over here, I have put a few little planter boxes, and I've got some seeds as well. Oh, they're here. I'm going to open these up, actually, because I do want them to plant them. So they would grow their own food. They would patch out worn clothes. They would pass on luxuries, like they wouldn't go out and do things because it costed money. A lot of people would play cards as well to pass the time and to have fun. Financial strain took a toll on men who couldn't provide for their families, so a lot of the times they would, honestly, the suicide rate actually really increased in the 1930s because of this, and a lot of men would just abandon their families out of shame and embarrassment because they couldn't provide. So that was called a poor man's divorce because people couldn't actually afford to get a divorce back then, so men would abandon their families and they would call that a poor man's divorce. Marriages were strained, but again, couldn't afford divorce. And I think that's pretty much all I've written down that's sort of important for this. I'm going to learn a few more things, and if you know some stuff about the Great Depression, please let me know. I would love to learn more about it. And yeah, so we're just going to see how this goes. I think things are going to get pretty bad for a little bit. I'm going to change Evelyn into some different clothes here. The actual challenge rules, like in the Sims forum, was... I don't know. I haven't been following that because I feel like, I know it sounds like arrogant, but I like my rules better. So I haven't really been following those rules that much. I just don't really like them. So I'm kind of doing my own thing. This is kind of my own decades challenge. Okay, I'm trying to like plant things here and it's not working. I don't want to plant plantains. It just doesn't seem like something, it doesn't seem like something you would plant. Apple trees, oh, they need a whole box. I did not know that. Okay. Plant this, more of that, there we go. So I think what we'll do is plant all of these things here. So she's going to go do some gardening. Norman, he could probably use a bit of a nap, actually. I'm going to get him to nap in this chair. And Lorenzo is so upset. He's stressful work day, I'll say. It's going to be really stressful for him to not work for his family, but what's going to have to happen is he'll have to stay home with the kids so Evelyn can make some money, and she'll be going to work. So that, I feel like for a man, that would be very frustrating and sort of shameful as well, because it's, you know, quote unquote, women's work to stay home with the kids. So let's get him to change into his everyday outfit. Oh, that's not the one. That's not your outfit anymore, sorry. I was going to say something else. Oh, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen with Lorenzo. Like I was talking about the poor man's divorce and people leaving their families. I don't really see Lorenzo doing that because he's a family-oriented sim, but it's entirely possible. You know, he could spiral down. He could, I don't know. The Great Depression took a psychological toll on men especially, and so you never know what could happen. Norman, he's pretty happy. He's sleeping. And poor Evelyn is out here. I feel like Evelyn does more work than Lorenzo, honestly. She cooks, she cleans, she gardens, she provides for her family, she works, she does the laundry, she does a lot. So she kind of has a lot of responsibilities. But I guess Lorenzo could also work in the garden. That could be a thing for him to do. It's been a while since we've done any gardening. We did a lot in like the 1890s and 1900s because that was like their primary way of making money. Okay, so she can just water those. She's actually pretty happy right now. I'll get some more planter boxes if we need them, and I'm sure that we will. I don't want them to have like crops or anything. I just want like a small garden. They called them, in the 1930s, they called them kitchen gardens. So just like a little small kitchen area. So for her to have fun, I think I'll go get her to read a book. Lorenzo, where are you going? He's watching him? Why? What is he doing? No, he's going to play in the No. You're not playing in the wash bucket. Sorry, but that's not happening. Let's give some food to Norman. Let's give him some applesauce. It would be cool if you could make your own food as well from the garden, but I mean, you can't. I mean, you can eat the stuff, I think. I think you can make some dishes with the garden stuff, but you can't just provide an entire meal with it. Let's put this in the fridge. Let's clean this up. What else was I going to say? Oh, I was also reading that in the 1930s, a lot of women's magazines were coming out with like one-pot recipes and like cheaper meals and casseroles for women to make for their families in order to save money. So we can also make a lot of those kinds of recipes. Oh, you got the music going. Okay. I'm just going to change it to something different though. Let's change it to jazz. That's like what I always do, I think. And then we will get... Here, you are full. You can stop eating. I just completely stop him from eating. Put Norman to bed. I think Norman can get up the stairs, but that's okay. Okay, so he's going to put him to sleep. And then we'll come downstairs and maybe have a woohoo because he could use some fun, honestly. I'm going to get her to put that book away, turn off the radio. And is he coming? No, not quite. Osvaldo Turner. I don't even know who that is, actually. Oh, I also noticed that Rose has become a elder as well. So I was considering having her move in, but I'm still not sure where I am with that. I don't know if I want that to happen. Here, woohoo with Lorenzo. I'm not going to get them to try for baby just yet. She might get pregnant anyway because I do have Risky Woohoo turned on. Oh, it looks like Joyce is crying too. Okay, we got to deal with that. Okay, so once you're done doing that, let's go change her diaper, feed her, and rock her. I guess it makes more sense for her bassinet to be downstairs, but I don't know where to put it. There's not a lot of room. I mean, I could put it out in the hallway, but that doesn't make a ton of sense. Let me go to the washroom. It does say she can take a pregnancy test, but I prefer to just, I mean, they weren't invented yet, but I prefer to just sort of find out on our own, basically. Okay, so you can go to sleep. We do have $1,000 saved up, so they will be needing that money to pay bills and things like that. So I'm not planning on spending any of their money just yet. There is, according to the challenge rules, there's supposed to be a period of time where you don't pay your bills and you let your power and your water get shut off. So I think once the Great Depression gets pretty, like, really, once we're in the thick of it, I guess, we could consider doing that. But right now, I don't think we're quite there yet. Okay, she has to get up. Feed, change, shush, rock. And then Lorenzo, you have to get up as well. It's 7 a.m. That's considered a sleep-in for them. And then Norman, you can come downstairs and go potty. Also, we should get her to eat before she has to go to work. I think she works at 9 a.m. So I do want to make sure that she has some food. Have some grilled cheese. Since, like, the motto was to sort of use up what you had, we'll definitely, like, get them to eat leftovers. What are you doing? Why are you just staring at her? Oh my god. You have done nothing. Okay, reset you. That was weird. She just stared at her. Change her diaper, feed her, and then rock. You're gonna not have time to eat. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Don't rock her. Just go eat. You're gonna be late for work. I kind of hate her right now. We had plenty of time before she wasted it all. Grab a serving of that. I want her to eat a little bit so she doesn't have to, like, go to work and take care of herself. She's supposed to take care of patients while she's at work. Lorenzo can grab some food, and so can Norman. So Lorenzo, it's going to be his first day staying home with the kids, which will be interesting considering he cannot breastfeed. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Also, he needs to fix the radio. That's like our only source of enjoyment. So we definitely have to make sure he fixes that. Oh, so you can eat your grilled cheese. And we are going to join her today because I do want to show off the lot. So what I did is enabled free build, and then I was a little overwhelmed with the super modern hospital. I didn't know where to start. So what I did is I went into the gallery and found a lot. Now I wish that I could give credit to the builder. I just can't remember who it is. I will, what I'll do is after I'm done recording this, I'll go on and look for it, and then I'll credit them in the description. Because they did build a really nice lot. The title of the lot was in another language, so honestly, I don't know what it was supposed to be called, but it did look like an older hospital to me, and I thought maybe I could just renovate the inside of it, so that's what I did. I kept the floor plan all the same. I just renovated a few little, or I guess I just refurnished it basically and did the walls and sort of made it look like a 1930s hospital. A couple of things. This career isn't totally going to work, or I guess this profession, because you have to use like a chemical analyzer, you have to use an x-ray machine, you have to use a treadmill for the patients. There's a whole bunch of things you have to do that wouldn't have been realistic in the 1930s. And so you're kind of limited in what you can do to help patients. So I'm going to get her to change into her nurse outfit. And then I will show the hospital here. So this is the same lot that the hospital was originally on. And then this is what it looks like. So someone built I love this building. I think it looks like an old time hospital. I think I called it like the St. Marie Hospital or St. something hospital. Because I feel like that would have been quite realistic for back then, like a Catholic hospital. So this is what this is where she's going to be working. I don't know why it has a mailbox. It's not a residential lot, but that's okay. So this is the main floor. It's a little depressing, but like I said, we're in the 1930s. It's an older hospital. So this is the downstairs. The walls are a little grungy. There's like a little office over here, a couple of bathrooms. There's a little desk at the front, a kitchen, and a little sort of hangout area. This floor kind of looks like an asylum to me, but yeah, it's a little creepy. And then upstairs, we've got like all the hospital rooms. I did want to use these beds, but you have to have these exam beds in order to help patients. So I did use some of these beds just for looks, and then in some of the rooms, there's the actual exam beds. And I got like the little IV bags, and there's like little radiators in here. There's a couple of bathrooms as well, a little laundry basket here. And then this is the operating room. Terrifying. I would not want an operation in the 1930s, especially not in this room. But yeah, this is the hospital, and I think it's going to be pretty good for Evelyn to work here. I did see someone say that they would love to see some gameplay in the hospital, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to get Evelyn to come in here. She has to, we can do a few of these things, but we're not really worried about getting her performance all the way up, because like I said, there's a few things. We don't have modern technology. We don't have x-rays. We don't have like the chemical analyzer. We don't have the ability to do a lot of those things. So we have to help the patients basically with what means that we actually have. So let's go over here and let's help this little girl. So yeah, we can't, let me just see here what we've got. Examine patient, check ears. We could definitely do that. We could check her eyes. Wouldn't really be able to scan her body, but we could take her temperature, and I think we can do like the general health thing. Oh wow, this chick has steam coming out of her ears. I do want to get a screenshot of her working. I'm just waiting for her to not use modern technology. I don't know what they would have had actually in the 1930s. I don't know why that guy was just here. Who is this person? Okay. Oh, decent diagnosis chance. Okay, so we could probably give her a diagnosis. Compelling, bloaty head or starry eyes? Well, I don't know. I think bloaty head, because she had like steam coming out of her ears. Let's see how that goes. I like her. She has her little chart. That's actually really cute. Diagnosis rendered. Oh, it looks like we're actually right. That's amazing. Treat patient with a shot. Yes, go ahead. There you go. Patient cured. Okay, so we did cure a patient today, which is kind of more than I was expecting to do. I didn't even think that would work. Let's make the bed. Who is this person? He's just talking. I don't even know what his job is. Okay, let's go see if we have other patients. There's this guy in this room, or woman. This is Paige. Let's go discuss general health, take temperature, and check her eyes. I'm really bad at diagnosing in this game. Like, I feel like a lot of people could just tell what the problem is. I cannot. You literally need a degree in Sims medicine. And you zap the patient. Way to go. Let's do check ears and try taking temperature again. Weak diagnosis available? No, I don't want to give her a weak diagnosis. We could swap for a sample. We just can't actually, like, do anything about the sample. Decent diagnosis chance. Bloody head, starry eyes, or no illness? I don't want to say no illness because... Oh, wait, hold on. A viable tissue sample is successfully collected. Now Evelyn must test the chemical... No, we don't have that thing. Sorry, but no. Okay, we're going to have to guess here because we've officially done everything we can do. I don't want to scan her body because it's not realistic. Bloaty head, I don't think she has anything, honestly. She seems fine. No, I'm going to give her starry eyes. I don't ever want to tell a patient that they're not sick. Like, this person obviously came here because they're not feeling well. Looks like we may have, I don't know, give her some meds, see if that works. Honestly, I don't know. Oh, that's a good screenshot right there. Hold on, everyone, just be patient. There, that's a good one, right? I think we're doing pretty good. I do want to get like the hospital-y stuff in the background. There we go. She didn't want to take it. Oh, treatment ineffective. We were wrong. Okay, you know what? It happens. It just happens. Let's make the bed. Is there any other patients? I think we kind of have to, like, go and get them from downstairs. Yeah, like, all these people are waiting. I feel like we're alone. No one's helping us. Medical referral. Admit patient to exam bed. Let's go do that. We'll start with the kids. We'll definitely start with the kids. It feels like she's the only person working in this hospital right now. And so many people are sick. Yeah, no one's helping. We got here and there were a few patients in the beds, but there's no one actually admitting them to the beds. Let's discuss his general health, take his temperature, and check his ears. So he looks like he's like either steaming or, I don't know, he looks like he's steaming, which is kind of weird. Check eyes. I'm waiting for like compelling diagnosis. Llama flu. Let's check his ears. Decent diagnosis? I don't know if I trust that. It could be llama flu or sweaty shivers. I'm gonna say sweaty shivers. Yeah, look, he's sweating and shivering. Let's see. I was wrong last time, so I don't know. I'm really bad at this. Diagnosis rendered. Okay, let's treat him with an inoculate. Okay, yeah, here you go. Have one of these. Oh my god, we're so bad at our job. Seriously, you're the worst nurse ever. He just passed out in the bed, and he doesn't like us. Okay, let's go get another kid. This one has like spots all over. You definitely look like you could use some medical attention. And I kind of think that that'll be easier to diagnose because of that. Let's see how it goes. This might be our last patient for the day. I think just to leave at 5 p.m. Let's just see here. Where'd you go? So let's do check ears, take temperature, check eyes. I wonder how Lorenzo's doing with the kids. It's his first day alone with his own children. Oh, grungy. She needs a shower. I forgot about that. Check ears. Llama flu or sweaty shivers. I think this one is sweaty shivers because the last kid I diagnosed with sweaty shivers didn't actually have it, and he didn't have these symptoms. So, God, I'm bad at this. Like, she's not a good nurse. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna do sweaty shivers. Honestly, I don't know. It doesn't seem like that's what it is. I think it's the llama flu. But he has like all these little things all over his body. I don't know what to do here. Okay, so let's treat him. See if this actually works. Really? Treatment ineffective. You're not good at your job. I'm sorry, but you're just not. We treated 3 patients today, only one of which we actually helped. The rest of them I think we actually did 4 patients, and we got all of them wrong. She's going to take a bath, because, I mean, we've done pretty much everything we can. This kid's just sleeping in his bed now. I feel bad that we, like, incorrectly diagnosed him. I just don't know what else to do. I guess it's hard when you don't have modern technology. You just, yeah, you don't always get the diagnosis right. Is this because she's pregnant? Let me see. Welcoming a life. No, I don't think that she's actually pregnant. This is still from the new baby. Yeah, I have a feeling she's not pregnant, but it's still possible. Evelyn's workday will end in 1 hour. See, she's going to have to work harder if she wants to keep her job. Honestly, yeah, she'd be the first one to go. Okay, so we're probably going to head back home now. She made $510 today, which is good. I was thinking about maybe cutting her pay, because I did mention that women were paid a lot less back then, and I feel like she makes too much money. So, I don't know, or maybe we'll see how it goes, like if we can actually provide for the family on this amount of money. We do want to struggle a little bit, though, and so I might have to influence that by taking away some of their money, but I don't know, we'll have to see. And this episode seems to be going a lot slower than the last one. I think we played like 3 days of the last episode. We played through her entire pregnancy basically with Joyce. And so I would like her to get pregnant again, I think. I don't know, I'm just trying to add to the struggle. I'm purposely trying to make their life more difficult. I was going to have them move into this house over here, by the way, the one that we lived in with Rose as a child, but it was a little too expensive, so instead I renovated what we already had. So Evelyn, let's go and make some food. We're going to serve up Franks and beans, and then Lorenzo, let's go do some laundry. Oh, and then Norman, he needs to go to the washroom and take a nap. Looks like Lorenzo did nothing. Everything is still kind of a mess. Laundry hasn't been done. The gramophone never got fixed, and there's plates everywhere. So he didn't do his best. Let's hang up the laundry. Replace the water. He seems to be enjoying this, honestly. I didn't think that he would, because I thought maybe it'd be like embarrassing for a man to have to do this kind of work, but it's not so bad. We can harvest already? Okay, go harvest all. I think he should just take over the garden and just kind of do it himself. Water, weed. Oh, there's nothing else to do. Okay. You can go wash some actually, no, here. Go repair that. Looks like the baby's crying too. Oh, Evelyn's just trying to have a hot meal here. It's not happening. So she can just eat, and then I'll get her to go take care of Joyce. There you go. You're full. Feed her, rock her, cuddle her. You know what? I don't know why the 1930s was so stressful for men. It looks like women did most of the work. Like, Evelyn doesn't get any downtime. You can throw this away. Go to the washroom. You gotta help out here. Clean this, clean that. He's gotta do better. Clean this, put this away, clean up the spoiled food. And then we'll get Evelyn to maybe put Norman to bed. Why is the baby still crying? Oh God, this is actually really difficult. Is it her birthday today? Oh, it's her birthday. Oh, I was supposed to age her up. I forgot about that entirely. Okay, let's age up Joyce. Yeah, I didn't know I had to do that. Okay, I'm just going to randomize the trait here for her. And then I'm going to probably get them to try for baby, because I do want to have the third one like pretty quickly. I would like them to all be born kind of close together. So for Joyce, we got Charmer. So that's a pretty good trait. There we go. And she has black hair. So I will give her makeover as well. But first things first, let's get my God. Evelyn to go downstairs. He's just doing some chores here. I don't think that she got pregnant because she doesn't have any of the moodlets. No. Okay. Let's get you guys to try for baby. And then Norman, actually he can just put himself to bed because he can walk. Go on. Alright, see if these two can have another baby. And that I need to obviously like update Joyce's room because she needs a toddler bed. She definitely needs a makeover. She's looking pretty rough. Not at all like the 1930s. And thankfully Evelyn's not even that tired, so she can actually, what can she do? She can go do some laundry. This poor woman. And then Lorenzo, you can get up too. You can keep cleaning. Clean this, clean out that. The tub is dirty. Mop that up. He's got a lot of work to do. It's good that they're not tired though, because they still have quite a bit of chores that they can do around the house. And then do we have any mail? No, we don't. So we might not pay our bills next time because just to kind of get them to struggle a little more, have their power and their water shut off for a little while. That is supposed to be part of the Decades Challenge for the 1930s. I think that you can just leave that now. It's probably good. And what else can we do? There's really not much. She's doing pretty good. Like, she's not upset or miserable. That kid's just babbling away to that toy. You know what? That's fine. I'm going to leave it. And then I'm going to get these two to try for baby one more time, just in case it didn't work the first time. And then I think that I will leave this episode right here. If you enjoyed this part, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for watching.